Welcome to Craft Time, where God is good all the time. You know, the Bible mentions this flower. It was so perfect that even King Solomon in all his glory could not match it. But what flower is that? You guessed it right, it's the lily. The lily is one of the most beautiful flowers on the planet. Its uses medicinally are vast. I just came to learn about this, that they even use it to treat leprosy, something that I've never known about. Joining us on Craft Time today is Mrs. Johnson, and she's going to teach us how to make a lily. Thank you for joining us on Craft Time.
It's my pleasure too.
Speaking of lilies, I know you're a big fan of them. You make these whenever you get a chance to do so. I even recently heard that your daughter helps you in making these. Tell us a little bit about that.
Whenever I make flowers, I involve my children, and they also sit with us and make, and we really enjoy. It becomes our family time too.
Family time together, great. Now, speaking of family time and using your hands to get this flower done, God took His time to make this flower. What do we need to get this flower made?
To make this flower, we can make this flower out of different kinds of material. In fact, duplex paper also we can use. But today I'm going to teach how to make lily out of velvet cloth.
Okay.
A velvet cloth and the cotton cloth.
Okay.
It's just ordinary poplin cloth.
Okay.
And for leaf, of course, duplex paper, because it comes in different shade. So you get exact shade in duplex paper.
Right.
So shall we start?
Yes.
Now this is simple flower. So you just need to keep few measurements in your mind.
Okay.
To make petals, the flower has 6 petals.
Okay.
I already have made. I'll just show you one how to make. You take the velvet cloth and cut into 4 centimeter width.
Okay.
And 11 centimeter length.
Okay.
So it will come approximately this size. So you have the size ready, rectangular shape.
Okay.
And then you can just fold it into 2 and you give a boat shape.
The standard
Boat shape, yes. But one side you can make it little narrow, not exactly like the other side.
Okay.
So you get this shape. And then you can take the cotton cloth.
All right.
This is around 3 centimeter width and 9 centimeter long.
Okay, so that's definitely a lot smaller than...
Smaller than this.
Okay.
So again the shape is going to be same.
Okay.
How we cut the velvet cloth, same way we are going to cut. Okay, it's ready.
Okay.
And then you take a thin wire. You can use GI wire.
Standard GI wire.
You can take the thin size.
Okay.
Or you can use flower wire.
Flower wire.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything you can use. It's not going to show outside, so you can use the cheaper one.
All right.
So you take one piece of wire, little longer than the petal.
Okay.
So then you can just use a glue, baby bond. And whenever you use wire, just you put it inside the tube so your
Okay.
hands won't become messy.
Okay.
And you keep the wire in the middle of the petal. You can just apply little bit glue around the orange petal, the peach color one. You can use any color. The lily flowers are coming in different colors.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean that you have to use only this color. You can use any color. It comes in pink, white, pure white, and white and peach color, yellow color,
Right.
and
A variety of different
yes.
colors.
So I finished sticking it. Then you can just give a shape little more. Just keep around quarter centimeter around this peach color white cloth.
Okay.
So
So you just cut away the little excess
Yes.
that is there.
So your petal is ready now.
Okay.
So you need to keep it for drying. So meanwhile we will use the petals already
Already made.
made ready. Okay,
So-
so we need 6 petals,
Right. Okay.
and we have to make pollen. You have pollen in this
Right.
flower. And for lily pollen, it's something different than the normal pollen. So again, you can take wire, any wire you can take, and you bend little bit.
The standard loop, like
Yes.
how you do.
Yes. Okay. And then you can use yellow color crepe paper.
Okay.
We need something thinner so that easily you can wind it.
Right.
Because I don't have crepe, we can use tape also.
Okay.
Green tape. It is same tape as this one, but yellow in color.
Yellow in color.
And you just wind around this.
Again, the same technique.
Yes. Yes. You have to pull each time you pull and wind it.
As you complete that, we'll take a small break and be back. Don't go away. When we come back, we'll learn more about the lily. Welcome back to Craft Time. We're learning how to make a lily. Did you know that parts of the lily and the lily flower itself are used to treat spider bites, burns, and even in some cases stimulate arteries and help in heart-related disease? Well, that's something new to learn about. Now, we've just finished learning how to make the petals. We're going to learn how to complete making this flower. Tell us, ma'am, what else do we need to do to make this flower?
So here I was just doing the pollen.
Okay.
So once the pollen is ready, like this you have to make 5.
Okay.
So totally we need 5 pollens. So I have made and kept. And now let's learn how to make leaf. It's very simple. Again, same measurement, 4 centimeter width
Okay.
and 11 centimeter length. So you can just take about 4 centimeter length and 11 centimeter height. So once your paper is ready, again fold it into 2.
Okay.
This time not like the petals of the flower. You have to give little broader circle at the bottom
Okay.
and then go little narrow towards the top.
All right.
So you will get this shape.
Right.
For the flower petal, we gave different shape. You can make a difference, right?
Yes.
Yes. So now
So
the leaf
it's
is
more
ready.
broader at the base
Yes,
and more pointed towards the top.
top.
Okay.
So the leaf is ready. Now you can use the GI wire
Okay.
and tape with the green tape, and you can stick behind.
All right.
Or else if you can get green wire, the ready-made wire,
All right.
you can use this also.
All right.
It has a cutter. You can cut.
Again, this is a standard GI wire that's available
Yes,
in
green
color.
wire in craft shops you
Okay.
will get. If you don't get, you can use the ordinary wire.
All right.
So you just apply little glue. Again, you stick it. How we
Okay.
stick normally. When you stick, you just leave little gap.
Gap at the top.
And then you can leave about 2 inches down then we can attach it nicely. Already I have made some leaves and kept it ready. And you need to always, the leaves won't be flat and like this. So you have to give little wrinkled shape. So you need to
pull it again, twist it.
Yes, twist it. And then you just open it up. So you will get that natural look. So just make few leaves. How many leaves you want, you can just make. And we will just tie the flower now. You can take one thick wire.
Now this is again your standard GI wire, which is a little heavy in gauge.
Yes, you get this wire in the hardware shops. So you can just make a small bend here so that the pointed edge will not hurt you. And then keep 5 pollen. So we need 5 pollens. So keep around this, the GI wire what we have kept, the center, and you can use thread to tie.
Now, while you're tying that up, does the length of the pollen stick need to be the exact length, or does it have to, can it be irregular?
Mostly I have seen the flowers having the exact length. Yes. And then you just leave the gap around the petal size. That is normally we use. And then you can keep 3 petals. First you keep 3 petals around it at equal distance. 1, 2, and third one here. And you tie them.
Again, you'll be using the same technique where you tie it on top and then as close as to your finger.
Once you are sure it is tied tightly, now you can use 3 more petals. But you see that the second batch petals comes in between these 2 petals. That's very important because later on you cannot do the adjustment. So while arranging itself, you have to keep it nicely and see that the second layer of the petals comes in between these 2 petals. So I kept 1 here and then maybe 1 this side and 1 more this side. So I have now 3 more. So for 1 flower you need 6 petals. And always whenever you tie, you make sure you tie it tightly. So that it won't move.
It doesn't slip out.
So once the tying is done, now you just try to give shape.
So this is giving the basic shape to the lily flower.
Very nice, right?
Definitely looks
And we know that lily flower it comes in trumpet shape.
Yes.
So the flower is ready now. So you can use the green tape to cover your stem.
Again, the same technique of rolling.
Always when you start the green tape, you just go 2-3 times over it and then bring back to the slanting position and then you roll. Each time you just pull so that it can stick nicely. And as you pull here and you keep pressing with these 2 fingers.
While you go ahead and finish taping that stem up, we'll take a short break and be back Folks, don't go away. When we come back, we're going to talk more about this lily and how important it is to admire God's creation. Welcome back to Craft Time. We're talking about how to make a lily. We've almost finished the flower. We are just taping up the stem of the flower. What do we do next?
So we just finished the taping work. Now you can arrange few leaves around it. Even first itself, before winding the tape itself, you can arrange the leaf and you
So
can tape
as
it.
we get more practice in doing it, we can
Yes.
directly tape on the leaves
Yes.
while we're taping the stem up.
Yes.
Okay.
But in the beginning stage, you do like this.
Do we put two leaves together or?
No, usually the single leaf in alternate angles, it's arranged. So it's done.
So that is a beautiful lily right there in itself, made out of simple duplex paper, some velvet cloth and some cotton cloth.
Yes.
It's amazing what God's creation can be. As I said earlier, nothing is as perfect. Not even King Solomon in all his glory
Yes.
was as perfect as a lily. Speaking of medicinal values and the values of lily, we talked about how some parts of the lily are used to stimulate arteries, for spider bites, for burns. Do you think there's anything else that can be used?
Yes, it has got a lot of nutritional
Nutritional
contents.
value, yes.
Yes.
I recently came across an article where they said it had a lot of vitamins, a lot of
Yes.
fiber content,
Yes.
a lot of protein. Of course, the bulb
Yes.
of the plant has a lot of protein and starch.
Yes.
Vitamin-
Especially vitamins, vitamin B1, B2, vitamin C. The lily flowers contain all these vitamins.
Great. I mean, not only does it look beautiful, it's even, healthy
Yes.
to eat.
Yes. Japanese people use a lot of the stem part into their salads.
Right. It's one of those beautiful flowers which has a lot of practical uses. God, when He made this lily, I'm sure He spent a lot of time
Yeah.
to make. We hardly did it, in a matter of few minutes, but.
But do you think really God would have taken a lot of time, or He just made it with these powerful words?
I'm sure, He would have just said, let the word, said it and it would have been created. But I'm sure He spent a little time on this to make it so beautiful that even, the wisest man could not even compare it to something like
And
this.
Jesus compared Himself as lily.
Yeah,
He's the valley of
lily of the valley. Right. I mean, it's amazing. God takes time to make something beautiful, compares Himself to the lily. As we just discussed, we've come along a lot of medicinal values, a lot of vitamin values. It is a valuable plant,
Yes.
and there are a lot of valuable people around. You take time to make this, you do it with your family. So you spend time, you value what you do.
Yes.
If you were to pass on one word of advice to young people who, probably play a lot of video games, who feel that working with their hands is not enough, what would that one word be?
Young people, my little advice to you is don't let others treat you unworthy because you are young. Rather, you can be example to others in your words, action, love, and all your deeds. God has put little creativity into your hand. Why don't you try and see? And this can be one of your opportunity to learn and show to others so that others will respect you and love you for your creativeness and bring glory and honor to God's name through your arts.
I want to thank you, ma'am, for joining us on Craft Time, taking time out to teach us how to make this beautiful lily. Friends, God is making those people perfect who are being made holy. Now note the word, perfect. Not improving, not improvising, but perfect. Now, in a sense, we can look and say that we are not yet perfect. We have faults, we have weaknesses. There are things that we need to do to improvise, to be perfect. But God is making us perfect. You know, and who other to make us perfect than Christ Himself? The one who was the most perfect one, the lily of the valley. And He took time to come down to this planet, to love, to serve, to heal, and eventually to die for each one of us. That is being made perfect. And we can be made perfect just like this lily, being made perfect in Him. You can use your talents, you can use your values, your character, your actions, your words. You can do anything to please God. I pray that God will bless you as you are being made holy in Him, that you will use your talents, you would value who you are in God's sight, and God will bless you abundantly and your family just because of you. May God bless you. May God stretch forth His hand on you, that you would always be in the palm of His hand. God bless you. Join us next time on Craft Time.